great fourth-quarter comebacks in finals history. And the team that won led for only 0.3 of a second. What do we do for an encore? All right, Richard, something special is going on with these Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton adding to his clutch time resume, but he's had a lot of help.
No, he's had a lot of help. We all know that Tyrese Halliburton is the closer for the Pacers, but there is a lot of help out there. The Indiana Pacers are an equal opportunity, and Andrew Nembhard took full advantage of his opportunity, getting downhill, taking his time, and attacking the MVP, knocking down a three. He's a point guard and a playmaker, getting the big fella involved for the jumper, and that got us to Tyrese Halliburton, who is on an absolute historic run, Mike. They're going to need all hands on deck again if they're going to take a commanding 2-0 lead here in this finals.
And these incredible comebacks, they become the norm. With more on that, we say hello to George Sedano. Hey, George.
Hey, Mike. These runs have been unprecedented, these comebacks for the Indiana Pacers during this postseason. They've had one each round against nearly insurmountable odds, as you see here. When I spoke to Tyrese Halliburton yesterday, he credited his Olympic experience watching his teammates, particularly during the Serbia game, managing those huddles and executing in a game that, had they lost, would have put them in jeopardy of not medaling. By the way, for those wondering at home what the chances are of the Pacers getting all 4 of those wins in that fashion, the odds are nearly 650 million to 1. The same odds as hitting 2 Powerball jackpots in one lifetime, Mike.
What's good, everybody? You guys hear the crazy stats going on right now? Doris Burke trying to hide them. What are they called? Crow's feet. All right. Get this woman off my screen, please.
Alexander said he was disappointed he missed some passing windows. But what we know unequivocally, and he did it again in game 1, is a downhill driver. He's so dynamic.
But what is good? What's going on? Welcome back. Crazy that there was just 2 days in between games, and it feels like it's been a week. Good to have you with us. Blop, blop, what up? Michael McEwen, I think, is in the house. Yeah. All right. We all know Sundo will show up for half of the game, if that, and demand to be paid in full. You know, that's how Sundo rolls in the off season. What up, Daniel? What up, Michael P? Who do you guys think is going to win this game? ESPN predictors got 60% to 40% that OKC is going to even out the series. I think that's probably about right. Well, chat summary, you know. Sundo's kind of got this Suns community by the balls. We can't go and do that, you know. Blop says, so the Suns' plans moving forward isn't as gay as I thought it was. Now it all makes sense. What are you talking about? Micah says, getting hot in Phoenix. Yeah, it's 94 here in Austin. I can't imagine how bad it is in Phoenix. I don't know, blop, blop. I think gay's a positive word. That's why I don't mind saying it. I think it's a good thing. I guess maybe you think it's a bad thing, chat. You know, I don't know about all that. 109, Michael? Goodness. Ugh. You know, the thing about that Heat, though, at least at 106 or whatever, there you go. Thank you, chat. Thank you for the compliment. Gosh, finally I get complimented around here. No, but I think the cool thing about it is, like, there's a lot more pools available and a lot more pool activity in Phoenix. If I were you guys, I'd be in the pool. You know? I wish I was in a pool, because this bright skin needs a tan. That's my goal, by the way, that I don't think I'm going to accomplish this year. I want to get a tan. I want my tan back. Sundo just texted me, said, yeah, I thought it was 7:30. Just woke up from my nap. We've got nap dough in the house soon. Voltson said, I was just swimming 20 minutes ago. See, that's the hack. You stay in the water, and it just feels great in Phoenix. You know, you can swim for like 4 or 5 hours and not get sick of swimming because it's making you feel comfortable. You know? But what's up, everybody, man? I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for this series to continue. I'm excited for this series to conclude. I've been sick the last couple of days, too, by the way and by the by. I had a head cold from hell. I slept in, over the course of 48 hours, I probably slept, like, I want to say like 38 out of 48 of the last hours. I just, there was nothing I could do except for sleep. It was crazy. Claws out. I am on playback. If I see you in here, I'll hook you up with a VIP. You can come over and watch the game. Anybody that wants to watch the game for realsies with us, slide over to playback. Maybe double up, watch both. So you get the good chat over here and the actual visuals of the game. I think that's a good idea, Blop. Hit that like for us, please. Please, please, please hit that like. Let's try to grow the stream a little bit today. Have an almost normal size Suns Valley stream. That would be cool. Sounds good, Blop. Hashtag whatever it takes. Imagine being OKC, bro. These fans' cheeks gotta be tight right now. You know?
It's been one of the most anticipated finals. And now let's watch it.
The classic showdown.
The emotions of Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, blocked by James. There's Jordan. Yes.
The Supersonics have won the NBA World Championship. This is one for the ages.
Simply amazing.
Man, Voltson, you know, the way that I play GTA is like I try my best not to hit anything because I don't want to hurt the car because I don't want to have to drive and go get it fixed. So, I mean, personally, I don't do a whole lot. Also, I like to avoid the cops in GTA. Like, I don't want the cops on my ass. So I don't kill a lot of pedestrians unless it's accidental, you know, in GTA. Like, but that's on you, bro. You do you. You know, if you feel like you need to strangle a prostitute in game or something, I mean, don't let me hold you back. Wow, is that a new Metro? A new Metro, Real East Metro song. Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go. Thunder wins the jump. J-Dub to the rack. Sorry, Case and Wallace. Finish is left-handed. That is tough. Siakam, screen from Neesmith. Back to Hallie. Check this game cast. Siakam, deep three. Right off the bat is good. All right, this is on ESPN's end. They just haven't updated it yet.
Otherwise, the double bigs, Pascal becomes a very tough matchup.
Michael, come join us on playback if it's quicker.
Holmgren had a rough first game, quiet first game, and attacks right away.
Driving. Kicks it to Neesmith in the corner. No good. J-Dub with the board. J-Dub with the hezzy. J-Dub out to Dort. High arcing three. No good. Siakam with the board. Siakam. Screen for Nembhard. Kicks it to Turner. Chat out on him. Back to Nembhard. Sets him a screen. Nem step back to Juicy.
There were plenty of touches for
What up, Vision?
where Hallie doesn't touch it. The beauty is you have Mr. Nembhard to take.
No, Sundo's going to be here. In fact, we should make that new Sundo pick his background pick. What do you think? Wallace, corner three. No good. That might be off Chetty Lincoln. It is. He just looks like a young Abraham Lincoln to me.
Andrew told us I've been a point guard much of my life.
I apologize for that. Halliburton. Pocket pass to Turner. Pump fake. Turner to the rack. Loses it off of his own kneecap. They're going to say it was touched by Thunder last.
You think you have a lane. You think you can attack. As soon as the big
Beautiful, Inferno. Thank you. Send it to me. We'll plop it up.
Quick decisions if you're the Pacers.
Deep pass half court saved by Turner. Neesmith getting grabbed. We got 10 seconds. Pacers still have it. Nembhard going into Batman mode here. Pulls up. No good. Short off front iron.
The Thunder started well. They had a 9-point lead after the first quarter in game one.
Yes, he was, Chet. Or, sorry, Chet. Chat. Yes, he was.
He had 5 of them in game one.
Those are dare shots, though, Mike.
What up, Shane?
After he's got his rhythm, I don't care. You look at his percentage during the season.
Turner down to Siakam. Shea on him. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue baby food. He pulled the chair out from under Siakam and he lost it and threw it out of bounds. Wowzers. I think he just made a mess in his trousers.
You've got to contest that shot. Dort's not a great off the dribble player. You've got to contest that shot. Make him think twice. That's too easy for him.
And you can see they are trying to get Pascal on the post as often as they can against SGA. Try to make their best player guard.
Dort, pick and roll. To Jalen Dublin Williams. Working on Turner. Loses it. Siakam with the steal. Neesmith with it. Up to Nembhard. We got a 4-on-5. Somebody's still on the ground. Siakam finally makes it back. Neesmith to Hallie. Hallie screen from Siakam. Kicks it to Nembhard. On the wing. Screen from Turner. Nembhard. Little shove. Throws it. Tipped. Out of bounds. Still Pacers ball.
On this Pacer team.
When I was a rookie, we had 7 guys averaging 9 points or more and nobody more than 15 points. That is a formula.
We'll see what it comes up with, you know. We'll see, Metro. We'll do whatever's better, you know. Maybe we have Sundo take a vote on it. Siakam has to launch a 3. It almost went in. That was a prayer. No good.
In game one, you could see how the defensive
I think the AI just knows that he's muscular, you know. Did you send it to me? Let me pull her up.
20 in the first, 5 in the second, and they didn't have a single turnover after 9 minutes in the fourth. That aided that comeback.
Gildas Alexander pulls up, knocks that one down.
Wow, good 3 from SGA.
Had a 38-point game in the opening of
Oh my God.
Siakam off the bounce. Turner's bank shot is good. Turner had a very big bank shot in the fourth quarter from 3-point range. He had some big plays in that game one victory.
Inferno, that is literally the most insane shit I've ever seen. Shea from the corner hits. That is the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. Corner 3, Nembhard drills it.
Mike, if they're lining up 3-point shots with no
Wow. Okay, let me save that. Make that my wallpaper. for later FAP sessions, you know. Siakam, I mean, he's getting ridden like a rodeo clown and no call. Chet losing the dribble.
Again, I just said you gotta slow.
Now, I know you guys are asking yourself, hey, Gabe, did you have a little brief conversation about Angel Reese today with Archie Goodwin, former Suns Hall of Famer? The answer is yes. Me and Archie are friends now. It's not a big deal. It just makes me better than you. Hallie for three, tries to draw a foul. No good. Shea loses it. Hallie with the ball. OKC is just not being OKC right now. Hallie pumping, getting it to Nemhard. Little rocker step from Nem. Nem, double step back, pumping, draw on the foul. Nemhard's becoming a freaking beast. That's what I mean. Nemhard is just getting so much better every game, it seems like. So much more confident. Like, he's stepping up into the next tier of how good people think people are, you know. What up, Don Keyballs, my guy? Yeah, talk about fine shit. Chat summary. Man. Too bad. Too bad. Too bad. I'm going to call that picture Ultimate Swoldo. Okay? Let's go ahead and mute Mary J. Blige's 95-year-old ass so we don't get a copyright. If you guys haven't hit that like button, please do. And that's fine. Maybe you don't want to hit it yet. Maybe you're saving it like, yeah, we'll see. I got what's going to make you want to hit the like button, though. Okay? I got what you need here, courtesy of Inferno Joker. Okay? I'm just adding it in right now. Ultimate Swoldo. I don't know if we need any more Swoldo images after this. This is kind of the most goated, and you'll feel the same way, Metro. You'll feel the same way. Let's see. Graphics. Giggity, 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 giggity. All right. Please take a look-ski at Ultimate Swoldo. Let me make this a little bit smaller so we can actually drink it all in. You know, I'm going to crop it because it's a little tall. But my guy is looking like the ultimate anime version of Swoldo. Okay? So let's go ahead and drag this down to New American Swoldo. Slide it over. I mean, is that just not the most incredible AI rendering you've ever seen? AI might have peaked on this one. I know I'm peaking. So let's go, what do you say, like right? Feel like that's about right. All right, I'm going to crop it up. It's about mid-abdomen. Is that good enough, guys? I mean, should I be cropping it differently than this? Like, there's just so much Swoldo here. I feel like it needs to be the new logo for the whole channel. That's a sexual man right there. Can I shrink him? What? So we have like more of Swoldo in the pic? Sure.
In any situation, if you want to hide,
Nemhard's free throw rattles out.
In that moment, then say it with your chest. Don't give me a hidden player that wants to say something.
There's no way that didn't drive him.
Oh my goodness, he says he uses it for fuel all the time. And the great Hubie Brown used to say all the time, you can't be afraid of failure. You have to be willing to take the shot and make or miss. And he said it, I don't ever think about failure. What I'm thinking about in those moments is simply living in the moment and trying to make the right play.
Isaiah Hartenstein comes in for OKC. Obi Toppin, Benedict Mathurin come off for the Pacers against
Shea, downhill, stops. Wants a shot, he pulls it and gets fouled. Is that about good enough? Okay.
So we have our first player admitting to committing a personal foul in these finals. First foul on Mathurin. First free throws for SGA.
Sorry, Mike. Those fouls are very frustrating. You did a great job.
Perfect. Thank you, Inferno.
And then you swipe down. That is just an irresponsible play.
For that rendering.
To keep Shea off the free throw line. And look, he does a good job. You don't go in the pump fake. You stay on your feet. That you've done your job. Double pump fake you do, and then you swipe down. Those are the disciplined things.
I mean, that's like tattoo worthy, you know? Free throw no good.
SGA had 38, but you asked him about his game. He'll recite all the things he can do.
You know what you can do, Blop? You can turn the ones you're not watching, turn the quality down to like 240, and only watch the one you want to watch on the good resolution. That'll help. Hallie deep, doesn't take it, draws a foul on Dortsky.
So it's going to be a side out.
What I love about him, he has the ability to affect the game by getting off it quickly, by keeping his dribbles at a minimum, by making sure the guys around him feel
Doodle-doodle-doodle. Doodle-doodle-doodle. Mathurin over to Hallie. Deep. Kicks it to Mathurin. Now they can actually shoot. No, Dort dives on it. Kicks it to J-Dub. Wisely slows it down. Let's get a good possession here if you're OKC, right? Takes a screen from Hartenstein. Gilgy over to Kaysen. Somebody's out of bounds touching it. Yep. OKC ball. Turnover. Pacers. You got it, Michael?
That's four defenders.
It is, but you know, we talk all the time about handsy, how handsy Oklahoma City is. We underestimate or don't talk enough about how good Indiana's defense is.
Well, their offense just outshines it too many nights.
Alex Caruso and Rick Carlisle says they've been working to improve their defense for a year and a half.
Hartenstein. 8 seconds. Nice pass. They get it to Elmer Fudd in the corner. He's got to take a deep shot. Hand in the face from Toppin. Oh, my gosh. No good. Had an alley-oop. Didn't throw it. Deepest three you'll ever see for no reason from Hallie, and it's no good.
Pacers 2 for 7 to start from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander leans in. Toppin does not go for the fake. Caruso from Hartenstein knocks it down.
Now Caruso wants to hit a corner three. That was pretty.
Boy, Isaiah Hartenstein, as a passer facilitator, is going to have
Halliburton.
guard and pick and pop.
Screen. Jeez. Physically getting through that screen is Dort. Yeah, I mean,
So much is
this ain't football.
here. First and foremost, Shea gets downhill, but he's now in trouble. So watch Hartenstein.
Inferno, don't be jealous that Blop Blop's more dedicated than you.
Where is my next pass?
All right, all the AI renderings in the world ain't going to put you on blorps.
Foul is on Dort.
Plane of existence. All right?
Dort, first team All-NBA defense, such a critical part of the Thunder D.
Corner, Mathurin. Whoa! In SGA's face. Beautiful and contested.
Williams trying to get on track. Mathurin doing a good job.
J-Dub out to Dort. Thought about a deepen. Gets it to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Gonna take this deepen. Ay. Not even close, you bozo.
And on the other end, the corner threes where Indiana beat you. You help protect the paint. Tyrese Halliburton with those deep corner passes. Those are tough to guard against.
Turner fake fire.
Turner no good.
That's his second three, though.
Elmer Fudd with the rebound, going full speed to the rack, loses it out of bounds. They're going to say it's off Turner. You might want to You might want to check that there, Carlisle.
Protect the paint. Watch the paint get pulled in. You see J-Dub in there, and now look,
What a
that's
shot by
difficult
Matherin.
shot.
My
From
God.
the corner, that's a simple fadeaway if you're looking at the top of the key. Catches it, knocks it down, and smooth jumper.
Wemby shaved his head? That's crazy. Why? Why? Bro has good hair. He can have any hair he wants. Hartenstein trying to get to the rim. Nice use of his boardy. Fouled by Bryant. Going to the line.
To the free throw line.
This is the static dynamic if you're Mark, okay? Because Hartenstein as a screener, as a rebounder, and when he's aggressive, I love him offensively.
Wow, you turned him into SpongeBob dough. That is freaky. That is freaky.
So there's some, decision making that goes into that.
Tonight's upcoming national TV.
I didn't realize Burner was in the Discord already.
WNBA, the Sky and the Liberty from New York. ABC Wednesday, the final shifts to Indianapolis, 8:30 Eastern Time for tip-off, and then Friday game 4, same thing. Tip-off shortly after 8:30 in the 2-2-1-1-1 format here in these NBA Finals. Hartenstein misses the second. T.J. McConnell just in. McConnell, Matherin, Bryant.
Matherin kicks it to Hallie. Corner three from top and heavily contested, and it's good. My God.
Hit to the body. You're Chet Holmgren. He just hit 5 threes last game. He's in the corner ready for a catch and shoot.
Shea floater rolls out. Thomas Bryant rebound, kicks it up to Hallie. Hallie has to kick it back to McConnell. Over to Toppin, top into the rack. Lefty scoop lay blocked by Chet.
So
Man.
The first minutes of the series where Mark Daigneault has gone double big, and he can do it because
Seriously, Wannikin, I mean, he's eating like...
So what is the double big?
For Sundo to maintain that physique, he's eating 5,000 calories minimum a day. You know? He's definitely on the good juice. You know? What'd you guys get into today? What'd you guys do this weekend? Anything fun? I've been unconscious in bed with a head cold and a headache for 2 days. I'm trying to hear what you guys were doing because it had to be more fun than me. I didn't even play video games this weekend. I didn't want to do any. All I did was make the thumbnail. That's the only thing I got out of bed for. I thought I was going to be up all night yesterday after sleeping the day before. I thought I was going to play video games all night. That's why I haven't made a video about anything lately. I wanted to make a couple of videos. Just too physically miserable to do it. You know. But I'm excited for this team to start making some moves now that we have our head coach, Jordan Ott. All right. It's cool to have a coach that I don't hate yet. I'm sure we'll hate him at some point, but I don't hate him yet. That's fun. You know? What'd you get into this weekend, Metro? Says, I went to a rodeo last night for the first time. It was pretty dope. That can be fun. Where'd you go to a rodeo? Where do you live again, Lil Metro? You live in, you don't live in Atlanta, do you? I forget. Michael says, lots of rumors out there. Yeah, lots of Spurs rumors. Lots of, I mean, let's be honest. Your boy, KD is the top prize in the free agent list this year, which is so good for us. It's so good because now it's like, look, man, if you want to improve this season, it's like a draft where there's a weak draft, right? It's like, look, I mean, you got to draft what you got to draft. You want to make your team better, you got to take a shot. You got to draft Anthony Bennett, Alex Len, you know? Trey Burke. all in the same top 10. It's like, sorry, best available free agent is Kevin Durant. So who wants him? Oh, all of you? Start fighting over him. How about that? Start fighting. Start sending us offers, and we're going to play you guys against each other. Really good for us. Really good. "30 minutes from Atlanta." I didn't know they had rodeos in Georgia, but I guess that makes sense. Rodeos are a Texas thing. All right? We do them big down here.
They're 49% in the playoffs from the corners. If you are not there on the catch, if you are not up into the body, it's going to be a problem. Of the 18 threes they made in game 1, 10 came from the corner. Richard, they got 3 already.
And corner threes are death in this.
Hallie. Oh, his heel was on the half-court line, you bozo. Good defense from Caruso.
Third turnover for Indiana.
Any Suns X Fever rumors? I don't know. I haven't been in the loop the last couple of days.
You rarely ever see a backcourt like that.
Inferno went to a car show with a bunch of Lambos and exotic cars. I love that. Isaiah Cup of Joe. No good. Cup of coffee in the big time. Yeah. Cup of coffee. Halliburton pulls off the screen. Yowza, that's pretty. And they're up 3. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. Nice pass from Hartenstein. What a lay from Isaiah Joe. Hallie. Screen. Pull up, trying some ugly pull-up fadeaway shit. Not really his game, but it works sometimes. Definitely in the clutch. Shea out to Chet. Chet pump faking. Chet wants the 3 bad, and he drills it. Wow, Chet. Good for you, Chet.
And a foul as Toppin went to the basket on the pass. Not the penalty yet.
And Isaiah Joe, it's about knowing your own scouting report. He's a 3-point shooter. So what does he do?
What a lay. Man. Oh, toe was on the line for Chetty.
If you get going, get a layup. If you're coming off a bad game, get a layup first. That's what Chet did. Now he steps back. That 3's a little bit easier.
Did you say you're a therapist?
You know, I didn't watch it, Michael, because what are the actual odds that like anything like that would happen? Like Giannis just basically said he's staying. So why would that happen if he says he's staying in Milwaukee? You know? I didn't understand the reasoning for that. Joe, top of the key. No good. That sounds like a lot of work, Zambuki. I know you're tan right now.
They had 9 different players hit a 3-pointer.
43 watching. What up, everybody? Thank you guys for coming through. Help us out, please. Sundo should be here any minute. Help us out by hitting that like if you can. Neesmith, no good. Chet with the board, stripped, but fouled by Thomas Lane Bryant. What up, Busy B?
Ryan, a mid-season trade.
Okay, Michael. Well,
in the conference final.
I don't know. I mean, that would be interesting. It's just so unlikely, man. I mean, I just feel like they're going to want to keep Giannis. He's their guy, you know. I'm chilling, Ernesto. You need a VIP? Let's get you all VIP'd up. Chet, another 3. Drills it again. Chet feeling confident right now. I've always liked Thomas Bryant Busy, and he looks like he's gotten healthy finally, so yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've wanted us to go after him for the last 3 years. I just like the cut of his jib. Know what I mean?
About a 5.5-second
You know whose jib I don't like the cut of? Pissant Metro.
Bryant deflects it. McConnell couldn't quite hold on.
That's off on the Pacers.
They're just putting so much more pressure on.
That's a good question there. I don't know, Busy. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Maybe if they added a second or something to it.
I said once Chet gets that layup, if you come off
I don't know
you struggle,
what my
to the basket. Get a layup, get a free throw,
negotiating
get something
power
easy.
is on
And
something
now
like that.
Basket looks a lot bigger, knocking down his second three.
Caruso. Back to Holmgren. Holmgren on the attack right from the start. Layup is good. Beautiful drive.
Another lay here. Jeez. Chet going in.
Shot clock turned off. No fouls to give. Nimard off the bounce. Looking for a spot. Kicks it out. Siakam.
Top of the key. Waited too late. Siakam with the slow release. OKC up 6. And I'm sure they don't feel safe after last game, you know?
Holmgren looking to bounce back from a subpar game 1. Only had 6 points, struggled shooting, but he leads.
What a lay.
Scoring with 9 after 1. The Thunder, a 6-point
Nice little
advantage.
finger roll. Oh, Wanikin, if only we had a budget, you know? If only we had a budget. It's crazy, though, because... Like, I'm the type of dude who's like a Gabeson Whitlock a little bit, all right? I'll be honest. I don't like when shows clearly just have like a token female on the show because they're trying to cheese views, right? And be like, oh, we got this girl on the show. You guys want to come be simps? But that was not the case with Lindsay Smith. She was never a token female in my eyes, and I don't think you guys thought of her that way. She knew her shit. Like, she was great on that show. And I just don't understand why they felt like they had to get rid of her to be more successful. It just didn't make sense. I know you guys probably felt the same way. But yeah, we've already got a simpable factor here, and it's called Sundo. Just look at him. You know? Now, it is interesting that Sundo goes, oh, my bad. I thought the game was at 7:30. I just woke up from a nap. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. So imagine, it's already 7:36. If he thought the game was at 7:30, what time was he actually going to get here? You know, if he had to wake up a half hour early and recognize, oh, I need to get there. When would he have been here? Thinks he's slick, you know, and just wants to make sure he does half the work for full pay. That's your boy Sundo. Half work, full pay makes Sundo a dull boy. Yeah, he's supposed to be here. Busy. You know? Michael said, you have a studio? Like, what constitutes a studio? I have a, spare bedroom that I'm in right now that's converted into an office that, kind of, but not really. It's true, Metro. It's true. It's damn true. And Ernesto's in the house, and Ernesto is number 1 overall right now in the community leaderboard. Number 1. Number 2's Busy. All right, we're finally back. They're interviewing Andrew Nembhard.
I think we can do a better job of getting into the paint and spraying out.
They're playing their 2 big man lineup for the first time. How does that affect what you guys are doing?
Nembhard, beautiful James Harden-esque step back, but no, the 3 is no good. Not even close, actually. J-Dub. Oh my God, Aaron Wiggins with a beautiful take. Nembhard gets the pass to half court, secures it. Gets it to Siakam, guarded by Wiggins. Siakam going left, cut off, doubled, kicks to Nem. Screen coming from Maturin. Screen from Turner, whips it into the open corner to McConnell, who hits the 3. Wow. And if it isn't El Sleepy Sundo, La Sundo himself.
Pointless basketball.
He blames the game itself for being late.
No. I'm late because I fell asleep. I'm saying you got me out here watching this pointless basketball.
Well, you know.
No, I was watching the battle. We went swimming, as you saw that picture that I posted in the old disc.
Yeah, we've already updated it and AI'd it, so.
I'm sure you have.
I mean, look at your background. Move out of the way and look at your background.
I'm not going to look at my background. I'm not even going to open the screen.
You might want to.
Oh my gosh, I hate people. I hate you all. I hate everybody in this community.
What a lay by Elmer Fudd, and it's goaltended.
And I hate you for enabling it.
Well, we got to do something while we're waiting 45 minutes for you to show up, you know?
You know what we could do?
Yeah, that's a goaltend.
Make the Suns actually be good.
We can't do that. That is something we cannot do.
That AI photo.
Look at it in Discord. Look at it in Discord.
All right.
It's way bigger than just, like, look at your quads, bro. Your quads are bigger than my waist.
Who did it, bro?
Inferno Joker. Gets the credit. I think you need to change your Facebook profile to that, bro. You are so big. It's insane. Absolutely otherworldly. Lil McConnell gets cut off, gets it to Turner. Turner to the rack, scoops, and it goes. No call. Crazy.
I'll post it on my Facebook. I'm gonna put update and then post a picture of me ripped. Just post a picture of me ripped.
Right? Like, yeah, the first one wasn't good resolution. This one's a little bit better resolution. This one was taken with a better camera. Elmer Fudd for 3. It looked good. It isn't. Hartenstein with the board. Physical. McConnell with the save out of bounds. Nembhard.
Have you ever played a game called Golf with Your Friends?
No. Are we talking about the real golf?
No, it's a game on the PC called Golf with Your Friends.
I haven't heard of it.
17 of their 27 shots.
Totally play it.
What's it on, Steam?
Right now it's free on crap, what's that?
Game Pass?
A Game Pass, Prime.
On Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime Gaming or whatever.
Okay.
Free right now. But anyway, it's just a fun little stupid game to play while you're being dumb. And so Miss Sundo wants to play golf with your friends. So,
is it a game on your phone?
No, it's on a PC.
Okay. I'll play it.
I'm gonna be playing some golf with your friends while playing this at the same time while listening to the stream. Sundo multitask, baby.
Yeah, I didn't even know you could game on Prime. They're trying to
Prime
get.
is just a free game that you download and then play it. Oh my goodness!
Now, of course, Burner's jerking his gherk into those pictures already. Making memes of it already.
I'm sure he is.
Okay. I think he was jerking his gherk into the regular picture you sent.
I saw that meme already. Y'all just couldn't help yourselves.
Wow, Inferno just popped up a new one of you in the gym. There's just no way. I mean, if you really looked like that, you would be ready to be Mr. Olympia. That is Sundo Olympia right there.
Who did the SpongeBob one? What an idiot.
Probably Baby Boy Metro.
Again.
Why did Wemby go bald? That is nuts.
Burner is so stupid, bro.
And by the way, I see you're rocking the black Crocs at the pool.
Oh my God.
That's all you need. That's all you need, man. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these finals spam. I feel like the last couple of games they weren't there. Like I wasn't having to time them out at all. You know? But that is a Mr. Olympia fully roided out Sundo.
All right, right now I'm par on the course, bro. I'm par on the course.
Mm.
Mr. Sundo was like, you should convince Gabe to play. I'm like, Gabe is a professional.
Mm.
He wouldn't ever play golf with friends while doing a live stream.
I'm afraid my computer will blow up if I try downloading a game right now with everything I have
Hole
running.
in one, baby. Just got a hole in one.
Don't let your boy Romp find out. The man's obsessed.
Find out what?
He's obsessed with golf now.
Oh, golf with friends. He doesn't have a PC to play this game.
That's true. That is true. Well, he's got a good gaming laptop. I'm sure that can handle it. McConnell to Nemhard.
Get some early time. Mark Daigneault not afraid to throw guys in there even after not playing.
Siakam working on Chet. Little tween pull up. No good. Rebounded by your boy J-Dub. Chet.
Good transition defense.
Chet.
Jalen Williams to drive.
Siakam with the block him. McConnell throws it up to top and whoa! Was that tipped?
Whoa, I thought that was going to be a ooh.
I think it should have been right. Matherin back to topping.
One dribble, fires away, can't get it to fall.
You think game one was a fluke?
Another rebound.
But that's where that Chet Holmgren on the floor late last game. He's able to
I don't think it was a fluke.
Somehow holds on.
I mean, this is what the Pacers do. They come back late in the games, even if they're down a lot. They don't care.
Wiggins' second bucket off the bench.
Like, you're never safe against the Pacers. Burner in the house. What up, Katie?
Burner.
Says, where's Pink Short Zesto?
Williams to Williams. Jalen
Never
in,
again.
Wrapped up by McConnell. 2 shots coming up for Jalen Williams.
And there's our ads.
Now, again, Jalen Williams starting to affect this game in a lot of different areas. We've seen him as a primary. Now he's leaking out in transition.
Good foul by
Hard
McConnell.
Foul. And how about Chet? He's going to end up on his back.
Oh, he didn't turn his ankle, did he?
Nobody dives on the basketball. Nemhard's trying to deny, and instead, nice easy pass, and Wiggins will get a 3 out of it.
Williams to shoot. Williams, whose parents are Air Force veterans, grew up in a house where obviously discipline was essential. He had to make his bed every morning, had to take care of his little brother. He remembers one time when he was in school, he didn't make his bed, went to school. His mom came to school.
Busy wants to know if you pre-ordered college football.
No, I did not. I'll never, ever pre-order that game ever again.
Why?
Had the same coach.
Just buy it when it comes out. Who needs to pre-order the game, bro?
Yeah, what do you get if you pre-order it?
Just stupid nonsense.
Because I'm thinking about hopping back on 25 just to get ready, get my mind ready. You know?
Get your mind ready.
You know what I mean? Because I haven't played it in like 8 months.
Get your mind ready. They're going to change the game completely and add some new mechanic and be...
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. Get in the groove of some things, making audibles, everything like that, so I'm not rusty. Nice pass to Yet. Nice dunk. Shepard couldn't get there in time. OKC's crowd going brazy. Oh, get you college debt? That's cool. East Metro thinks he's going to be able to go back and find the Zesto stream. You're not going to find it. There's been so many streams. I mean, you would have to watch so many.
Just throw it down, big fella. Throw it down.
Bismack thinks he found it. What up, Jacob Frederick? Frederick, I mean, you might want to think about becoming a halftime Suns fan. You know, we've got your coach. We've got one of your coaches, Little Jordan Ott.
Little Jordan Ott, huh?
Little Jordan Otter. You know?
Jordan Otter, PJ Otter.
We'll get there someday, Burner. You know, hopefully this upcoming season. I think we can hit 11K this season, but just going to be a little bit slower, I think, as the Suns are retooling. You know? So, Jacob, if he was the exact same human being, same credentials, but just went to coached at like name any other school, I think we would be totally fine with it, totally happy with it. But since he's from Michigan State, it feels like he was given the job not due to his credentials. You guys see how that works? You see how
it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've been calling him a DEI hire, and does that not make sense? How, like, you're given a job due to, like, something that doesn't have to do with your credentials, doesn't have to do with whether or not you're worthy of that job, doesn't have to do with whether or not you're the best for the job. It has to do with some sort of immutable characteristic. And in this case, that characteristic is went to Michigan State. That's what pisses us off. It's like, how can we trust that they hired him because he's the best coach when everyone he's hiring is from Michigan? It's like a good old boys club, the way Sundo likes it. You know? It's what Sundo wants in this world. Other than that, I mean, everybody says good things. We hear good things. But you heard good things about Frankie Vogel. You heard great things about Bud. Bud's a guru! Offensive guru! If I hear the word guru one more time going into a season, I'm going to lose it.
Was number one, and his whole rookie
kind of nepotism, Michael. I mean, it's not exactly nep, but, you know,
his ability to stretch from three, put it on
Halliburton has to whip it to Toppin. Neesmith to the rack. Took an extra step, but I guess it wasn't a travel. Okay. Shea getting a screen. Kicking into the corner to a wide open Chet. Why did you take that, Chet? Why wouldn't you take that open three in the corner, Chet? There's no way he would have blocked that. They throw it up to Toppin. Wild pass. Wild pass. I don't know why they did that. Wiggins. They get it back to Shea. Guarded by Neesmith. Shea with the dribble moves and the mid-range yumper, and it's good. That's pretty stuff.
And that's as good as you can do if you're Matherin. And the discipline not to foul. You make them shoot a two over the top, fine.
Halliburton with the 7-footer on him. Holmgren moving his feet beautifully.
Yeah, Eric, I want a Pacers sweep if for no other reason than just to get this off-season kicked off, you know? I just want to get to the offseason so we can start making some moves and some trades, figure out where KD's going to go, what we're going to get, you know. Try to get out from the first tier of hell that we're in.
And DB, he learned his lesson. The time before he got the foul. Stay down and just contest.
Shea downhill. Steps through and finishes. Going to the line.
He just takes his time. He's so
It's a good position to be in, Burner. Okay, I call it the catbird seat.
With the finish. Here, going around Neesmith, tracking the foul off the glass. That's just simple basketball from Shea.
It's true vision. It's damn true.
Chance of MVP, of course the MVP.
Did you get a chance to watch that Kurt Angle clip I sent you of him eating spaghetti
picks up his second foul.
at his house and pissing his wife off?
No.
11 points for
Please watch when you have time.
What you sent to me on Facebook?
No, it was a text. Neesmith to Hallie, back to Neesmith, pumping, floating, no good. Dude, they haven't scored in like what, 8 minutes? When's the last time Indiana scored?
I don't know, but it's an L, bro.
With the defensive rebound.
Wiggins for three. 50-29. I'll never put it past the Pacers to come back, though, dude. They don't care about this. This doesn't shake them at all. And there's a steal. 17-2 run in the last 5 minutes, basically.
And a whistle and a foul, blocking foul on the trip from Siakam.
Whoops. Oh, my bad. You hit him, I unhit him.
Wiggins, there's nothing like a crossover that can make your feet go one way and your soul go
Because we did it at
another.
the same
And then
time.
Wiggins knocks down the deep three.
Michael McEwen is now the #1 real man with the most testosterone in the chat on the leaderboard, by the way.
Ooh, word.
Shea, jelly finish. Wow. Carlisle with the timeout. I apologize, Burner. You know, it is weird to see you do work. Big timeout.
Just like that, my domination in golf with friends continues. They call me Tiger Woods, Gabe.
That hits. Sundo Woods. Tiger Sundo.
Woods sounds great, bro. It sounds like a wrestler's name, bro.
Sundo Woods. Now, were you excited to see your boy Ron Killings back in action?
Ron Killings, but you got it right. Ron Killings.
Are you excited about that?
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah. They asked him, and he said it wasn't a work, that they'd really released him, and then fans wanting him back got him back. That's pretty cool, you know. Your boy Ron Killings.
The NBA scoring champ, and again, one of the beautiful things about him, he is.
I hope that Vince is able to buy back the company before he croaks. You know.
Another turnover. Miles Turner.
I'm telling you, man, they just need to throw a super bag at Stone Cold and have him come back and be Sheriff Stone Cold again.
Look at that run. The Thunder have done that all.
The Sheriff of SmackDown.
Now, here's the deal. We felt like this the last game, too, when OKC was dominating Indiana, and then what happened?
They'll come back, bro. If the Suns can do Fugazi comebacks, Indiana's at least capable of a Fugazi. They'll be back.
At least a Fugazi.
You know? What up, Heated? What up, Ivy?
Careless, but Williams right there to save it. SGA with 6 to shoot.
Shea with the snatch back, double cross, step back. Yowza, no good. Kenrich with the save. They get it back to Hartenstein. Wiggins in the corner, left it short. Saved again by Kenrich. Oh my gosh, they lost it. Almost.
Establish himself in the front court. Well, follow every unforgettable moment of the NBA Finals in the NBA app. Download the app today for the latest scores, highlights, and behind-the-scenes access to all the drama. Remember, Kenrich Williams, he did this in Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. He came in.
Chat coming back into the game.
He does that here as well. Doesn't play big minutes, doesn't put up big numbers. Well, Mark Daigneault loves him and trusts him. Holmgren, Caruso.
Siakam rocker step, gets to the rack. That's juicy. Oh my God, that whole move. I can't believe he finished that layup. And one. They need to get this shit within like 15, 16 points at half. They'll be fine. What a lay. Ugh. I know he felt good about that.
To tuck the basketball down and then bring it back to finish.
You see, to show you the balance of Indiana, Siakam's their leading scorer.
What cigarette truth, burner.
Amongst the NBA playoff leaders in scoring.
And that's why there's so much fun to watch.
Caruso, guarded by Siakam at half court. Gets it to SGA. SGA gets ripped, but it's going to go out of bounds. Nemhard with the tough defense.
You said earlier, we talked so much about OKC defense, the best defense in the NBA, but Indiana is without question the most improved defense in the NBA.
Nemhard and Neesmith are elite.
Holmgren, corner three, comes up short that time. Starting to make a lot of plays.
Nemhard up to Siakam.
Siakam spit.
Doubled. Oh, saved by Nemhard. Almost went backcourt. Siakam going to get to the rack nice and easy. Scores. 7-0 run for the Pacers in the last 2 minutes. SGA kicks it out. J-Dub no good. Rebound Turner. Nemhard already going the other way. Pushes up to Siakam. Siakam into the corner to Neesmith.
Okay, we might get a small
Neesmith. Wow. Told you.
Well, this team plays the exact same way. OKC says they are committed to their style regardless of the score. And the
Should I just tell you what happens in the Kurt Angle clip?
No, I can watch it. I'll watch it here soon.
So good. So good. I feel like he set his wife up for it, you know?
You can get another one. Get a souvenir to take home. Just stop by the bin.
Elite? Not
I was gonna
elite,
say,
but
what do we think of the milk? The milk
elite,
carton.
but, you know, it's serviceable.
Let's go, OKC.
I mean, compared to what the Suns got, pass.
I mean, yes.
Pass. You know?
Absolute pass, yes.
Would I trade Allen for Turner? At this point, I think I would, because we need a stretch big, and yeah, I would do it. I would do it. I don't love the way he's been playing in this series, but it would be an upgrade. I don't know if we don't have that clip loaded, I don't think.
Myers and Kendrick Perkins. Of course, Perkins,
I don't think we have it loaded right now.
The Thunder made the finals back in 2012.
It's a good clip,
They
though.
lost in 5 games to Miami. Scott Brooks was the coach. Of course, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, and our man Perk.
J-Dub?
SGA on the drive.
Yeah, Mitchell Robinson for Nick Richards, but I don't know if they would do that. I just don't think they would do that, you know?
Alexander's got 15.
Now, what we said before that last time out.
You'd have to juice it up with some picks or something. Siakam to the rack, no good. Chet with the saved rebound. SGA off to the races, pushes it up to Case and Wallace. Bad pass. They find Caruso open on the wing. That's going in. There you go. Back up 18. They had it to 15.
Now 7 of 18 from three-point range. Poked away by Gilgeous.
Another steal. J-Dub. Over to Kaysen. Back to Caruso. No good. Rebounded by Hallie.
Good job. Hope to get away from Holmgren.
Hallie down to Siakam. He's got Kaysen Wallace on him. That's barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue chicken. Barbecue, barbecue. Barbecue. Fouled.
Chicken. Barbecue chicken.
Barbecue chicken.
Well, earlier tonight, National Basketball Coaches Association presenting the 2025 Chuck Daly Lifetime Achievement Award. Don Nelson, Nelly's here, one of 2 coaches in NBA history to lead 3 teams to at least 250 wins, 31 seasons as an NBA head.
Damn, bro's looking old.
18 times, second all-time in both wins and games coach, and quite the character.
Oh, he's definitely the character. When I had an opportunity to talk to Devin Harris last night, and they lost to that famous We Believe team led by Don Nelson. And they said they changed their starting lineup before the series even started. And that has always haunted Dallas fans. And that was based on...
Nah, Ivan, they're going to want to keep J-Dub because he's so young and so talented, you know.
Champion with the Boston Celtics as a player. Great to see him here and get the recognition, a life devoted.
You know, Duck Duck Nelson's the whole reason we didn't get Steph, so you're right.
Lifetime Achievement Award will do it.
Orleans half the island, I think.
Pascal at the free throw line, and he hits it.
Minute and a half remaining here in the second.
1 of 2.
Thunder had one of those patented runs. Pacers trying to fight back.
Chet with the screen.
So good fighting over screens, but Williams
What a drive from J-Dub. Left-handed, my God.
Williams and Holmgren, big bounce back first halves after
Halliburton.
Halliburton gets into the paint. Nice ball movement. Neesmith.
God dang it, man. There we go. It's in. Yeah, I'm just hiding all. Beautiful dribble moves from Shea. Dude, if that went in, oh my God. Ugh. Siakam. Backdoor to Neesmith. Blocked and thrown out of bounds. Siakam. I mean, that could have been a swipe through. Siakam step back Thrizzy, no good. Long rebound back to Siakam. He should have hit Toppin. He was wide open, but I guess they want to shave a little bit more time off the clock. 6, 5, 4. Halliburton, air, no, long brick. They're going to get another rebound back to Siakam. 8 seconds. They need to make them pay. Nembhard to the rack. Going to the line.
With
Yeah, for real, Burner. It's been bad during the playoffs and stuff. 50 watching, though. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. Hit that like if you haven't going into halftime. Sundo's going to pull himself away from video games during halftime and serenade you guys for a full 20 minutes.
Damn. Sure.
You know?
Sure. Let me know when the Pacers take the lead.
Cason Wallace picking up his third foul. And, of course, the big three for OKC all having a huge impact here in the first half.
It's not surprising that both Chet and Jalen Williams, we've seen this throughout the course of the playoffs. Tough game one night, the maturity. Let's remember, they're both third-year players with extraordinary responsibility on their shoulders. By chronological age and experience, they
Nembhard hits the free throw.
Everything's learning.
Oh, my God.
Shepard has it. It's gonna have time to get it off.
Oh, my God. Oh, if that would have went in. Nembhard with the tricky defense. Such a good defender.
With a big response. The last
I feel like that, yeah, like, isn't it crazy, dude, that they have Nembhard backing up, basically, as a point guard, Halliburton, and then they still have McConnell just chilling. Like, that's why I always thought the Suns could get McConnell away from them because, you know,
He's one of the whites.
well, he's just like third string, fourth string. How many guards do you need? But
All of them, apparently.
yeah, I can't argue with their.
Carlos like, I need a guard.
Seriously, like, no, we're not giving up any. Meanwhile, the Suns are like, we don't need guards. We don't even need guards. We have Devin Booker. He'll play guard. No, he won't. No, he won't. Not in anything meaningful. Poison says, where do y'all think KD goes? I still think Houston. Well, apparently, reports have it that he wants the Spurs. I think the Spurs are a very realistic option nowadays. I think the Rockets are still somewhat realistic. But we want 10 from the Rockets, and I don't think they're going to give us 10. I don't think they're going to give that up. You know? Absolutely, Vision. I mean, the thing about the Spurs is to make the Spurs happy enough, because the Spurs don't just give up something for like they're one of those franchises that is just not stupid. You can't pull one over on them, and I don't think they're going to give the Suns what it would take straight up. I think it needs to be a 3-team deal minimum, where you bring in another team that's going to give the Spurs something else, like some picks or something, because, or we're going to have to give up some picks, because to make the money work, they would need to give up some good players to make the money work. Players, I'm sure, like starting with Devin Vassell. Vassell, I think, is so good. I just don't think they're going to want to give him up. I think they would view that as like an even trade, giving up a younger Vassell at this stage in KD's career for KD. But then they're going to have to give up Sohan and Keldon Johnson on top of it. That is a haul, bro.
Like, there's no way. I mean,
if they're just getting KD back, I don't see that. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. The money doesn't match. They hardly had any players that like just match the salaries. It was
here's one. Harrison Barnes. Older player on a big contract.
You have to get like a Harrison Barnes, but then you're going to have to get like another one of the young guys that they're not going to want to get rid of. On top of that, you look at the roster; they only have 10 players on the roster right now. So, like, now you got to think of how they're going to fill the rest of the roster.
Yeah. Same thing with a hypothetical Bradley Beal to Charlotte. Did you see recently that Charlotte has come out and said they're interested in Bradley Beal?
I did not see that, but that's hilarious.
Which means they would be willing to trade us what it takes to do a trade for Bradley Beal. Do you understand what I'm saying, Sundo?
Yeah. Yes.
Can you move away so I can take a look at
Why-
at Ultimate Swoldo, please? Could you please move out of the way? I want to talk to this Sundo for a second. Listen, Ultimate Swoldo, what it will take, they would have to trade us $53.7 million worth of talent. I mean, that could technically be Nurk for 19 mil, which Nurk won't come back because that's not going to work. But you know what I'm saying? That's not going to work. But
I understand why they would want Beal to begin with.
Here's why they would want Beal. Because they're desperate.
For what? They're not
for
even
talent. They're not in a position to win. I think they look at Bradley Beal and say, on our team, with the shots available on our team, and with LaMelo Ball passing him the ball, we could get more out of Bradley Beal than the Suns ever could. He could actually be something here. And he actually fits a lot better in Charlotte. Only problem is, Bradley Beal is going to see that and say, I ain't going to Charlotte. I like Phoenix. And it's just going to be like, you bitch.
I'm smiling every day.
Yeah. Of course not, Inferno. I mean, that's the only problem. But I went through it last night. I drew up a trade that I'm going to probably put in a video.
Yo, is this guy really doing this again with this dog for the bajillionth time?
Every
Was he
time,
taking a
bro.
tour
Every
around the
time.
NBA right now, bro?
Okay.
What does he have a contract with the NBA? He's got Adam Silver on speed dial.
Pretty much. Let me see here. I want to pull up this. I'm going to pull up a trade I made, show you guys. So, something like this is what the Suns would be getting if they did a straight up trade with the Hornets. I don't think they give us any picks, but dude, look at this. Money wise, you've got Miles Bridges.
Yeah, but
your favorite billiards player, your favorite professional billiards player.
Bro, if we made that happen, I would jump for joy.
Josh Green and Grant Williams. And that makes the money work. And that's them not giving up too much crazy talent, but enough to make the money work. And then Grant Williams is just kind of like a big body, Roddy type. It's like we want to be a defensive team. We want to be tougher. Okay, Grant Williams kind of fits that bill. Yeah, Vision, I had that preloaded with... I didn't realize I had that preloaded with a Sundo shirt merch. But you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine getting that deal from the Hornets and Bradley Beal says, no, I like it here. I smile here. It's just, he is the ultimate villain now, bro. He is a villain of the highest order if he keeps us from getting a deal like this. A deal like this for Bradley Beal.
If you said, I like it here. No.
I would flip a gasket, bro. I mean, while I'm at it, I guess I can show you guys. This is the trade that I call the jackpot deal to the Spurs, and it works. Jeremy Sohan, we get our baby Rodman, Keldon Johnson, and we get our scorer in Devin Vassell.
Yeah, but my question is, why would they give all that up?
Here's the only reason why. And it makes more sense now than it did last week, last couple of days. Kevin Durant is now officially the jewel of the free market. Kevin Durant is the biggest name. He's the best player available in the trade market because Giannis has said he's staying with the Bucks. He's going to stand by his franchise, which I applaud. So now, Kevin Durant, a bidding war is actually much more likely because there will be multiple teams looking to get better, and the best way to do that is to go through Phoenix. Okay? So if the bidding war gets ratcheted up and other teams are offering better things, which they should have to now, the Spurs might have to come up with this. Because we'll be able to look at them and be like, look, man, we want to send him to the Spurs. He wants to go to the Spurs. But we don't want Harrison Barnes. It doesn't fit for us. We want these guys. There's like, I think this went from like a 15% reality up to like a 35% reality of this jackpot deal.
Why even KD? What does KD want Spurs for? Because of Wemby?
It's not just Wemby. He went to Texas University. He likes Texas. They've got De'Aaron Fox, who you didn't want the Suns to take over Josh Jackson. They've got Stephon Castle, who is an absolute studly stud. And they'd still have Wemby. So Wemby, De'Aaron Fox, Castle, and KD. That's basically a big four that can compete for a title. Right? Meow.
I'm going to watch your video.
Say what?
I'll watch this Kurt Angle.
Okay. Michael says, do you take Vassell even with Booker's 2 shooting guards? I don't like it. I don't love that they're both shooting guards, but Vassell is that good that you just bite your tongue and go for it. You just go for it. And you can move Vassell. Oh, you can move Vassell. You could get some tings for Vassell if you needed to.
If you pull that Olympic gold medal card on me,
as soon as she says, "Are you that lazy?" he looks at the camera like, "Here we go." He set her up perfectly. Lazy? I want a gold medal with a broken frickin' neck. He's the GOAT, bro. He's the GOAT. And I'm tired of acting like he's not.
you're the one who keeps bringing up Stone Cold.
That's the thing, is that Stone Cold's probably the real GOAT. You know? Eric says, KD going to get traded to OKC only if they lose. Only if they lose will that be a possibility. And I don't even know if then. Sorry, I meant to answer Poison. He was saying that Nets with Claxton, Vassell, Barnes, and a pick 14 and 27. That sounds good to me too. Any of those, man, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Like, that's fine. I've never really thought that the Nets were looking to get rid of Claxton because he's a good talent. But yeah, if they want to get involved, why not? They want to double dip on assets from KD. I don't think so, Burner. I think Stone Cold would have taken his ball and went home.
Oh.
Okay. Now, that's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. Okay.
So man used to always say that to all the dudes who stood up for themselves.
Mm-hmm. He took his ball and went home.
I'm cold.
Quit on you. Yeah, I wish I could get Gary to do his Spurs channel. If you guys are bored, you want to take a look at Spurs fan Gary channel. He was doing so good. Instant successful channel. He's just such a boomer. He didn't realize he should be keeping up with it, you know? And then he wants to go out and get 15 side jobs like a true Mexican, unlike me. And he just doesn't have time for his YouTube channel, you know? He's just he doesn't have confidence. Like, even as successful as it was, he doesn't realize how much money he could be making just talking Spurs. I don't know. He doesn't have the passion for it. I don't know. He ain't built like that. He ain't built Ford tough. Okay, Sundo, move out of the way so I can show him what built Ford tough is. Move your chair. Chair 2. Now that's built Ford tough. Okay?
Go ahead and delete that now.
It's the best picture I've ever seen.
Are you going to play Dune Awakening?
I probably will give it a shot. You know? It happens sometimes, Zambuki. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. Play CS2, says Nix. What's CS2?
Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike 2. I've been playing 7 Days to Die, and it's gotten really fun. Really fun, Sundo. I've got motorcycle now, and I've got a gyrocopter I can fly around the map. Very fun. Makes the game much more enjoyable. Yeah, that would be cool, Poison. I mean, we'll go live as soon as that's done. We're going to go live. I don't know if Sundo has time. Going to go live during the Tuesday at 3 p.m. I don't know if that's our time or if that's Phoenix time. But Tuesday, they're introducing Jordan Ott, and we'll be live during that.
This lead was 23 as we open up the second half. Jim Hart against Wallace. And a foul as we check in with George Sedano.
Mike, I spoke to Pacers
Lost
assistant
Sundo.
coach Jim Boylan about adjustments for Indiana. He said they have to do a better job of attacking the paint. Ball movement.
He just texted me, said Thunderstorm just took out his power.
And they got to take care of the ball, especially once they drive into the paint. He also added that
Well,
they can't continue to
good
let
news
them
is
possessions
we
on
get to
offense.
stare at Ultimate Swoldo.
George with us today, but we're thinking of our dear friend and colleague.
There we go. There he is.
Mom's been dealing with some serious health issues for a while now, so we want to.
Halliburton back to Turner. Turner splitting the D. Hook lay. Ew, ugly. Better have been fouled. You better have been fouled if that's how you're going to throw that ball up.
Is the teammate everyone in our business should strive to have.
A teammate that shows up the same every single day is a valuable asset. Lisa, we miss you. We love you. We're thinking of you.
We're thinking of you, Salty.
So on the foul of Holmgren, his first, Turner will go to the line.
Sundo's literally flying away right now in a tornado. He'll be back, though. Look how strong he is. Look at that core. He'll be able to, work his way back down out of the wind.
With the way the cap situation is set up.
Wallace back to Dort off the missed free throw. Turner with 5 points. Not doing nothing tonight. Hey, quit biting that bed. Hey, Phoebe. Quit biting that bed. You don't need to bite it. It's not doing anything to you. Chet. Ooh, good defense by Turner. Thank you, Burner. for handling that. Turner, top of the key. No good.
And a whistle. We're going to keep it down this end.
We talk about Miles Turner as a
No, he texted me, Nix. He said it was a thunderstorm. He'll be right back.
In blocks. Look at him stay in front, force him into a tough shot. Like there was some contact on that left arm.
Yeah, Chet didn't complain. You know, this is one of those moments that the quicker you can move on, kind of a memory of a goldfish. Keep going. You miss a call, you better get back on defense.
Alexander with his second.
Oh, she's got her teeth.
On goldfish memories. As Turner jump shot is good.
Good girl. Her real name is Lila, but her nickname is Phoebe. Don't ask. Shea out to J-Dub in the corner, wide open, and he drills it.
But his handle is elite.
You know it, Nix. It's coming. I'm an American, and I'm coming.
Neesmith.
Turner, rocker step into the paint, turn, pump. Great move. Gets Chet up in the air. Beautiful. So,
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander splitting the double team.
she's the baby of the family, and one day they all came into the house and they had fleas. And so we just blamed her that she's the one that brought, of all 8 dogs, that she's the one that brought the fleas in the house. So we started calling her Fleeby. And then Fleeby just kind of morphed into Phoebe. You know?
He is brilliant, Shea.
Another nickname for her is Flibba, or Flibba Wibba. All right? Or Fleeby BB. I'm sure you guys have multiple nicknames for your dogs. It doesn't make sense, but whatever they come to and called. We got an off-ball foul here on Neesmith, I think. Or Hallie.
Ben Taylor, by the way, his first NBA Finals assignment. Congratulations to Ben Taylor. James Williams, Zach Zarber, our other 2.
I bet you do.
Veterans of the NBA Finals.
I bet you do, Burner. I don't want to know why. Case in, floater, good. That was nice.
Halliburton, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting.
Hallie.
Drives inside.
Back to Turner. Turner to the rack. Euros through Chet. A little too hard off the backboard. No good. Good defense there by Chet. Shea with the hezzy, tween, cross, behind the back, step back, mid-range. Good. That is just unbelievable basketball right there. That is God mode. ISO.
And deflected out of bounds. Some extra pushing and shoving going on right now. Rick Carlisle is hot.
And Shea.
Now that was quick, Burner. You're getting Sundo quick. Because I thought I beat you to the punch.
That mid-range pull-up you can't contest. It's just too difficult.
Nemhard back to Turner for a deep 3.
That's a 3.
Drills it.
Comes right back with his first 3-pointer.
Oh no, it didn't work. Got me again. I hit it and it just didn't register. That's how fast I was. Shea, working on Nemb hard. Turn around, fade away from the baseline, no good. Going to the line though. He's like, all right, man, I need to go full speed flopping. Get them in foul trouble to ice this game.
In one app. 17.6 assists so far for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And they've done a good job keeping him off the free throw line. You remember, the first free throw where that little slap down foul, undisciplined, and this is the second time for him to be at the free throw line. They've done a very good job of keeping Shea off that line.
So Mike was talking about his leadership skills, as you see Rick Carlisle pleading his case. What his teammates will tell you about Shea is, as his profile and his accolades and all the honors have come in his direction, he has refused to let himself get separate from the team.
Shea's free throws are both good.
That's why he's so respected, Doris.
Hallie bringing it up.
6 years old, 7th year in the league. First starter with the Clippers. What a trade that was for Sam Presti to get.
Hallie back to Neesmith. Over to Turner. Back to Hallie. Hallie off the screen. Ball slapped out of bounds by Shea Gilgeous.
And Sam Presti with Oklahoma City.
Still Indiana ball.
He's built a team that has a chance to be special for a long time. Meanwhile, Kevin Pritchard, all the guys he acquired, they didn't make a lot of changes in the offseason. And look, they're in the NBA Finals. Had trust in the continuity of these guys.
Oh, Neesmith to the ground, gets it to Siakam. No good, though, on the prayer three. Case into the rack. Euroing a little too much. Whips it to J-Dub, who loses it. He saves it, gets it to Shea. He's going to reset. ISOing Nembhard. Whips it to J-Dub, open three, top of the key. Giggity, 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 giggity. No good, though.
Good look, though, because the nail help is waiting for Shea.
Siakam, a little out of control. Can't get to the fall. Turner right to Siakam. And a foul.
You know, Burner, when my favorite dog was on basically life support a few years ago, she got really, really sick because she accidentally ate like a ibuprofen. She was on like dialysis basically. I gave her pure liquid death water. She was drinking my expensive waters instead of tap water. And it brought her back to life. I really think it played a part of it.
He's only been a pacer for a year and a half, getting him for Toronto. Certainly
but I got a little something for you right here, Burner. I'm a Topo Chico man now. That's right. Glass bottles. I only drink from glass bottles now.
And defensively, you can play him on a primary or you can put him in a little rover situation. Either way, he's terrific.
It healed her, you know? That and the veterinarians that were working on her. Shea, step back three, top of the key, no good. Turner with the board.
With a defensive rebound.
It is not too early to say that Tyrese Halliburton has to get
Hallie with it.
involved in this game. Right now,
Hallie kicks it to Turner. Turn around. Rolled out. Neesmith with the save. Gets it Neesmith for three, Smith. Good. That's all Papa Neesmith right there.
As the Pacers cut it to 14.
The NBA Finals, presented by YouTube TV, are brought to you by Coors
Topo
Light.
Chico is bioengineered, not trying to be that guy, just saying. Well, explain what you mean by that, Zambook.
First steps.
What are you doing? Want the little flap? Come here, little girl. Oh, baby. Yeah, what does that mean? All I know is it's got the best damn what's it called? It's just the best carbonation. It's like the strongest carbonated water I've ever had. That's what I like, you know? Poor little Sundo, still gone. R.I.P. to his internet, you know? There he is! Kind of. Eric says Pacers never out of it. I agree. Well, let me see. Let me see if it says bioengineered. What are we exactly talking here? What are we exactly talking about here? It's got a little sodium in it. I don't love that. You know? Mineral water, carbon dioxide. That's all the ingredients, you know? It's probably what happened, Vision. Fans are feeling good. I'm sure they were feeling good in game 1. I told my buddy Vape Daddy, who's a Thunder fan, just like a couple weeks ago, I was like, dude, just never let your heart like be unprotected in the finals. Like never allow yourself to get hurt. Never ever until the 7th game is done or until you've won the series. Do not. Because I was, reminding him what happened to us. We went up 2-0 in the finals. We were all keying. We all thought for sure we had it in the bag. And
pressure, the intensity, not giving
then God had a little laugh with us.
Right now, he's got 3 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 turnovers. That's a triple single. Like I said, you can't do that. He is the best player on the floor.
Hartenstein handing it off over to J-Dub. That's an and one. Nope, doesn't make it. Going to the line, though.
Some rough games in the playoffs, but obviously he's had these historic clutch shots, and that's why they're here in the finals.
There's no way you beat me there. There's no way you beat me. Burner, that's insane. Okay, well, here's the thing, Burner. I think you're seeing him before me because that was lightning quickness on my part. I can hear you, Sundo. You good?
I'm trying to be good.
Just take your time. We don't want to rush anything. You know? How'd you do with that tornado?
Dude, it's not a tornado, it's just a thunderstorm, but like just one small thunderstorm or one burst of wind just takes
it happens. It happens to me too. It happens to me too with like my internet will just go if I get one specific hit of lightning. Smith to Turner, deep, down to Nemb. Nemb, nice patience in the paint. 13 now is the lead. Hartenstein down to my little sweet little boy Caruso. Same play. Uh-oh. Shea. All right, they're going to set it up here. Nemhard guarding Shea. ISO. Doubled. Kicks it to J-Dub. Over to Dort into the corner to Garoos Goat, and he slaps a 3. Pacers not playing with the same energy on defense they need to be.
13 points in 13 minutes off the bench for Alex Caruso.
Nemhard to Turner. Back to Nem. Sorry, Hallie. Hallie to Turner. Mid-range from the free throw line, and he drills it.
He's got 10 points in the period.
And all of these shots big, Mike.
Thordo. You guys know what to do. Inferno, it might be time to turn that pick into Thor. Like, make that incredibly jacked picture of Sundo Thor-themed, you know? Give him Thor's clothes and Mjolnir. Siakam fouled by Caruso. Probably a good foul.
Caruso nearing the penalty. So free throws for Siakam.
Well, we just keep talking about Hartenstein and what a great.
He's already on it. I figured you would be. Figured you would be.
Ever coached. Just needs a little cushion.
And then the ball movement. Shea goes into the post. This is a late. Look at the rotation. It's so slow. You've got to know that you're sprinting out to the corner. If you're Neesmith, that is a wide open shot in the NBA Finals on the road, and you're trying to come back.
I don't think it sounds DEI. Maybe. You know, we're race swapping Thor here a little bit.
They want to wear you out, wear you down with their depth. Indiana often does it with their offense and the pace. OKC with their smothering defense. You got to be in good condition to play these two teams.
But Mike, you make an excellent point because Sam Presti was quoted earlier this year saying that
Siakam looking to bring this back down to a 16-point lead.
is absolutely
Does so.
critical, and you can tell philosophically both teams believe in depth.
He's already adding to the depth now. Who's going to draft later? 16-point OKC lead, 5.5 to play.
Shai Gilgeous. Doubled.
This Alexander with that sweet handle.
Kicks it back. Wiggins, deep three, and he drills it, folks. Wow, they are not going to be denied this game, are they? 60-79. Siakam fouled on his way to the rim.
Good aggressiveness from Pascal Siakam.
Wiggins wants a replay.
And you talked about Shai, his passes being on time and on target. Wiggins is an individual that scored 40 points this season. They know he has the ability, and then on the other side, this is the...
Oh, yeah, Caruso fouled the shite out of him. Why are they acting like he didn't? Shut up.
For OKC, he got to keep being aggressive downhill.
And we revoked Alex's challenge card last game.
Yeah, no challenges for you, Alex.
Well,
Free throw from Siakam is good.
It was actually 41, which is a career high for him. He's another one of those players. There's some games he can get you 20 easy. Other games he doesn't play a lot of minutes, plays real tough defense.
They got so many good players on this Thunder team. It's crazy.
You might score 4 points. You might not play. You might score 40. You might come off the bench.
Siakam, both free throws good.
Big moment. The fact that Mark Dagnall
Hartenstein with the rebound, or the inbound, sorry. Shai bringing it up. Screen from Wiggins coming. Little tween, crossover tween. Behind the legs tween, over to Wiggins. Wiggins tries to hit J-Dub. A little hot on that pass. Hallie kicks it back to Toppin. Nembhard to the rack. Nice left-handed push dribble. Whips it. Deflected. Last touch by Caruso, out of bounds.
Caruso, just another. He has had some playoffs. The impact he makes at both ends of the floor.
Ooh, that might work. I just hit him with a block burner. Let's see if that works for longer term.
Knocks it out of bounds. Wait, Zach Sauber, is he going to change the call?
Michael with the General Tso chicken. General Tso chicken. I don't know how to say it. I'm not going to lie. I do like it, though. That looks like it's off J-Dub last.
That's the right call. That's
for
the right
Scherzies.
Williams thought he got hit in the head.
That's a different call, Mike.
Inbound to Shepard.
Toppin. Hand off to Halliburton. Back to Toppin. Corner three. No good. Caruso gets the board.
Much better job in the later stages of the second now here.
Wow, yeah, that really did not work, did it?
Alexander trying to throw contact. Toppin kept his hands away and gets the rebound.
Nice pass from Nembhard over to Shepard. Has to kick it back to Toppin. Back to Nemb. Euro pass out to Hallie. Hallie gets bumped. Wants a floater. Wow, what a baseline floater. My goodness.
Came back just in time for that one.
Right?
Ridiculous.
He gets in that air and looks for passes. He's got to use his offense to open up the lanes.
Williams draws some contact. Free throws for Jalen Williams.
Wow.
Again, Nembhard getting
wow. Now, I don't know why they gave him a skullet, but that is even better, Inferno.
To look at the rim. I want to see him get 5 or 6.
That is even better.
A 10-15 possession, because that's going to make the defense collapse. And then
are you ready, Sundo?
Shepard picks up his first foul. More substitutions. Upcoming national TV.
Just a question. Are you ready?
The Sky and the Liberty in New York. ABC Wednesday. The finals will be in Indianapolis. Game 3 tip-off shortly after 8:30 Eastern. And Game 4 also in Indy. And also shortly after 8:30 for the tip. When we go to Indianapolis, tied at 1. Can the Pacers storm another comeback? Still plenty of time.
Question is, are you ready for Thordo?
Told you I'm not ready.
You're not ready for Thordo?
PJ McConnell back there.
No.
Well, Thordo's ready for you.
Nice fake. Gets in the paint, stripped and stolen by SGA. One man.
Let's go ahead and just leave this up.
And a foul. Free throws for Gilgeous-Alexander.
Now that's what AI was meant for, okay? A skullet is insane, bro. A blonde skullet. It's on screen.
I just saw the Thor. All right, you guys are dumb.
It just looks so realistic. It's so believable.
Using me for their AI photos, bro. Using my likeness is nuts.
You want an NIL deal?
NIL deal.
You want your own NIL?
Thanks, bro.
It looks realistic. It looks like you're gonna maybe be the next door after Chris Hemsworth hangs it up. Who's your favorite Avenger? Can't hear you. You didn't break the gate.
Obviously, it's the Black Panther.
Inferno. Can we get on that, please? Can we get a Black Panther Sundo cut? He said already on it. Burner says Sundo's proud, but he ain't showing it. Sundo Conda forever. Man, I can't wait till this whole series is over. Shit's gonna pick up big time, bigly, you know. What's your schedule for this week looking like for videos?
As ever, if your ass don't stay up till if your ass can get these videos done before 10 o'clock. It was like I gotta read a book, I gotta lift weights. Oh, and then I gotta do all that. Like, what are we doing?
I definitely don't read books. You know, we got a fake Thor in the stands here. $82.64 is crazy, man. I don't even know if we're getting a Fugazi comeback.
I don't know, man. Like this team, I'm not gonna put it past the Pacers to do it again. So I'm just gonna wait and see. We were cursing them last game, like, oh, this is not happening. Oh,
yeah, but this is a pretty big deficit, man. Like, what the heck?
It's not, how big is it?
Live, Lil Wayne and Wiz Khalifa.
18.
Was Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bella Ramsey, Sam
It's down by a lot then too.
I didn't think it was 18. We'll see what happens here going into the fourth.
Some key plays, YouTube TV, where you can catch up on game highlights right in the app.
Let's talk about the MVP and the efficiency.
I need to cancel my YouTube TV, by the way.
Yeah, you don't use it anymore, huh?
Yeah, I need to cancel that shit immediately. I just can't figure it out. They're making it real hard to figure out how to do it on their website. There's like no button for it. Surprise, surprise.
I mean, Aaron Nesmith is elite on the defensive end. Closes, and he's just that good. My goodness.
Just one of those efficient games, not just a high score, but so efficient. 8 of 15. And knocks down another free throw.
Shea with the hit.
Halliburton sitting right now, just 5.
I think you got to cancel it in like your actual like Google account, like, manage like your active subscriptions in the Google like actual Google settings, not YouTube TV settings.
Hits the line drive from Nesmith.
Neesmith drills it.
In the zone.
Finally drilled one.
It's that switch off when you're supposed to go from one player to the next. That's the
Shea's got Matherin on him. Tough defense, trying to slide with him. I don't see how that's a foul. I mean,
Now you have a player on the
let's
wing,
see.
you have a player on the top of the key. So watch this. Just
They're
in
not gonna
between.
show it.
Look, who gets him? That's the space to shoot the three because you're in between the zone. And Neesmith, he's got to be aggressive. I want to see him shooting that ball.
That'd be
whenever he
hilarious
has space,
vision.
especially early in the clock.
And that amazing 30-point performance in Game 1 in the conference finals at Madison Square Garden as Gilgeous-Alexander hits another. This run by the Pacers, so many huge road games, 7-2 on the road. They won 3 times in Cleveland. They won twice in New York.
2 free throws good for Shea.
Right now,
Right.
they're staring at an 18-point deficit.
Your goat, TJ McConnell.
The should have been Phoenix Sun, TJ McConnell.
Matherin. Wiggins spikes over the screen. Thomas Bryant in for Indy. Comes to
It's not like he would have done anything
goes
for
the
us.
other way, stops. Double team, kicks it
True.
out, top and corner three, shot blocked.
We'd probably hate his guts by now.
Mm-hmm.
Some good minutes in the first half. Here's Holmgren to Williams. Shot.
Oh! Thomas Bryant with the block, but his leg was out of bounds, and the ball bounced off of him.
Let's double check. I'm trying to see if his hand was inside the rim on the other side. It was so close. Oh, I got some good eyes. I got some good eyes. Wow. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
His hand went through the rim is nuts, bro.
They don't call that?
He's lucky he didn't jam his finger.
Seriously, dislocate his thumb.
Falling away, jump shot is good. He's got 27.
Maybe there.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I might be with you.
Yeah, I mean, 20 is 20, dude. I mean,
DJ
McConnell hits the
knocks down
2.
jumper. His second field goal.
Collins like, nah, if I have anything to do with it.
If you're OKC, you've done so much work. You got to finish this. You want to go into the fourth quarter with a 15, 18-point lead at least.
Foul on Neesmith. Free throws again.
I keep talking about this guy is 6'6". He's wiry strong. Benedict Matherin is being super physical, but at 6'6", to be able
that's
to
tough, bro.
rise up and get it over the top of that defender.
Neesmith didn't like the call. Talking to Zach Zarba. Caruso. This will be the 11th and 12th free throw of the third quarter for the Thunder. Casey Wallace will come in.
I like the call. I like the call only because that ball would have been out. It was the body pressure that pushed him off that made him lose the ball.
I know, Bismack. That was. I was thinking about that when I watched that Beasley verse.
Under 2 to play here in the third. Back up to 20.
What's his face 1v1.
McConnell, Neesmith, no hesitation.
Like, remember when we threw a bag at Beasley?
Fourth three-pointer.
Damn. 72-89.
All playoffs. They have the top 3 by percentage
Yeah.
three-point shooters in the playoffs. That can get them back.
Caruso to Holmgren.
Three-point shooting in the postseason.
Shea, step back 3. No good. Rebound. Neesmith.
McConnell always pushing.
McConnell all the way to the rack, and he's going to run it back out across the 3. Over to Matherin. Matherin sizing up Holmgren. Neesmith. What a pass to Thomas
What a
Bryant,
pass, bro.
Wow.
That was a great pass.
Yeah.
Personal.
Burner says, remember Yuta? Me neither. Those were the days. By the way, is it true that my GOAT is in Fortnite now?
Who's your goat?
Cleveland Brown.
I have no clue.
I heard he's in
I think
Fortnite
so.
now.
He was really emotional after the Eastern Conference final victory. Pacers are his 15-8.
I mean, I know Peter Griffin's in there.
Right, but I think they put my boy Cleveland in there.
Played a few
This makes us
games.
remember. Yeah, Katie Bates Diop. We remember Katie Bates Diop.
For the first time in his career, Thomas Bryant.
Katie Bates was involved in that Knicks trade to get McHale from Brooklyn.
And he does it as a bench player in the conference finals in the NBA.
Hey, that's a great moment to have.
Shea picking and rolling. Whips it to Hartenstein. Oh, my! That was a sick alley-oop, bro. What the heck? Mathurin wrapped up and fouled, going to the line.
They just go back to the big-to-big lineup, and they did it because they'd had issues rebounding off free throws, so they get the two bigs on the free throw. This is the ensuing possession, and who better to pass it? That is why they love Hartenstein
This
as
world.
a facilitator.
His fourth assist.
They to the cookout.
And a lot of free
Hartenstein.
throws here with both teams getting into the penalty.
Free throw's good for Mathurin.
Mathurin connects. Just under a minute remaining here in the third.
See, bro, like OKC's doing all this and doing all that, and you look up at the score, and now they're about to be within 15, 16 points. Oh, it rattled out.
Every point right now.
Wow.
Important for Indiana's comeback hopes. Alexander letting the shot clock
Shea
down.
just
5 of the
milking
24.
that clock. Oh, my God. Oh, man, if that would have went in, bro. Holmgren, an open three, no good. I don't know why he didn't waste more clock, but okay. Mathurin gets it poked out. How in hell was that not?
Holmgren able to pick it up.
Holmgren tries
What the foul.
right?
Oh, I thought that was going to be a charge, bro.
Me too. Me too. Bro got ran over.
And this is when we say slow down. Mathurin, I get that you're trying to push, but you've got to have a court away.
Bismack, nah, I don't want Mike Conley back in a trade. Too damn old.
You're doing so much of that
And he ain't playing like KD's playing at that age. He's not still young McConnell at all. I mean,
Point guard, run that lane.
Yeah, McConley.
you know, Conley.
Holmgren now 14 points. Then only had 6.
I remember when we were playing in our series last year against the Timberwolves, and they did everything they could to hide him
That was 2 years
in the
ago.
lineup.
Back game for Holmgren. And
2
for
playoffs
Jalen
ago,
Williams.
still a year ago.
Well, Kenrich Williams comes in again.
True.
And a team with so many young players, having that 30-year-old vet, it's great to have
Earn
him
some
in the locker room,
change,
and
you
obviously
know.
contributing on the floor as well. Gildas Alexander sits with 27 points.
What's Torrey waiting on you for? What is he talking about, Gabe? You
I
trying
need
to
to-
betray me?
No, I need to put in some. I need to put in for some free agents in our mock off season. I know who I want to go after. I
Sundo is ready. Okay.
I don't have much money to spend on free agents.
They're just doing a good job.
Black Panther Sundo's ready.
Closing
Oh shit! Why do his arms look so short?
Won't go. Quarter comes to an end. And a standing ovation
Wow.
here in OKC.
Now that's a Sundo pick. Why is he wearing? He's still basically wearing that same shirt. It's just dyed black now.
Continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Look at Kanye in that picture, bro.
I didn't want to say it. Oh, my Wakandans. Heil. You know? You hear he updated the song to be Hallelujah? He put out a clean version, Kanye?
I don't care about that, bro.
Yes,
Kanye's
you do.
quiet.
Yes,
Kanye
you
needs to
do.
Be quiet.
Why?
Make up your mind. Are you going to be a gangster? Are you going to be a Christian? Are you going to be a Trump supporter? What are you doing? Please. Please. I understand that you just got diagnosed with autism, but
I would say severe at this point.
we're not.
You know?
His ex-wife, did you see that she gets like 50% of a bunch of his assets or something like that now?
Who, Bianca Sensori?
Yeah, bro.
Did they actually get divorced?
From what I've understood, like if they do, she's gonna get like 50% of a bunch of stuff.
She keeps threatening to leave him, and then she doesn't.
I mean, I just like how he just went ahead and got Kim Kardashian at home with this chick, right? Like he went out and decided that
it's
he wanted to
so
order a
obvious,
great
bro.
value
It's so
Kim Kardashian,
obvious.
bro. He's like, you know what? Let me just go get Kim Kardashian from TV.
And I'm gonna dress her up 90% naked and tote her around town.
And then I'm gonna be in Italy. I'm gonna be in Italy, and I'm gonna get dome in a boat.
It's like
make sure everybody sees it.
He's so desperate for Kim. He's trying to get Kim jealous. Can we be completely honest? That's all it's ever been is him trying to get Kim jealous.
But you can't make a hoe that you turn to a housewife jealous like that.
He needs to just stop going after.
Kanye should have just listened to Ludacris. That was his buddy. That was his friend. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hoes don't act white. There's hoes on a fiend and hoes on a crack pipe. You know what I'm saying?
It's just stop going after whores. Is it that hard?
Look, man, you're rich.
Stop going after women that sell their bodies,
rich, bro. They're rich. They can't help it.
I mean, a lot of fish out there in the sea.
Can't tell them that.
And when you got money like that, I'm sure you could find.
You got to go after the BBL 3000 they saw on Instagram.
The BBL 3000. Like your girl built for the tough. Your girl Mariah Mills.
I mean, Lou's done a good job. Tyrese a really good player, so you just try and make it as hard for him as possible.
Hartenstein over to
honestly, you be ready
your boy Wiggins. Wiggins to the rack, right-handed, drops it off to Hart. Good, and Nemhard might have got hit in his Nemhards.
Well, definitely determines how we start this fourth quarter.
Pascal bringing it up.
They're a team that plays well when they can get on a run, so we got to be wary of
Over to Hallie. Hallie traveled. The thing is, man, it doesn't really matter for Indiana because they already stole the lead in the series. Like they'll still have the advantage if they lose this game.
A little bit more difficult when you're trying to go up and tee it up.
You just love the answer to that question. Immediately gives the credit to a teammate. That's what both these teams have done that throughout the playoffs.
Williams back to Caruso, back to Wiggins.
Wiggins on the drive, gets inside.
Stripped. Still their ball.
1 second left on the 24. Caruso.
Anybody know what happened to my boy Blop Blop Doggy? Haven't seen him.
Jalen Williams looks a little antsy, like the player's being called for him. Spins, goes inside. Well defended by Nimhard. Wallace blocked.
Wallace air ball or blocked. Good defense, Indiana.
Halliburton 5 points, 4 assists. Team down by 21. Of course, in game one, they were down 15 with about 9.5 to go before another one of those massive comebacks. Long way to go. Halliburton to Turner.
Oh! Shit!
Turner. 14 points.
Bro.
Make that 16 as Wallace gets into the paint.
What a dunk, bro. I don't think I ever saw DeAndre maybe 1 or 2 times do a dunk like that. Caruso with the jump slap. Wiggins for 3, no good. Kaysen out to Wiggins, it's good. Man. Pacers are on the brink of losing this one. Hallie gets it stolen. Okay, Blop Blop's still here, Sundo. Anything you want to say to Blop Blop, Sundo?
Blop Blop the goat.
He's out running errands. Blop Blop was wondering a few streams ago if he can get a wrench, by the way. I told him I needed to talk to La Sundo about that.
Blop Blop is a little unhinged at times, so no.
You hear that, Blop?
We also do need to reevaluate our wrench situation. For being honest.
Let's be honest. Corner 3 for Caruso. No good. Let's start with Metro.
Wow.
No. Okay.
Are they saying that he didn't have the gather?
Correct. I was waiting for Zach's arm with a call. So they're going to take it side out.
So you mentioned it. Hardenstein on the offensive rebound again. What a pass by Wallace. So the
Bismack says, what about me?
He had the ball and started to go up. But still, that's a tough finish.
Blop said, hey, I already said don't give me a wrench because I would ban everybody in this chat and it would be just
good
me.
defense both ways here. Good defense by Indiana, bro. You gotta stay tough. You gotta stay tough. They're gonna
wow.
lose.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Are you kidding?
And it's going to go the other way. It looked like it was last touched by Turner. Certainly the crowd felt that way. Big no checking.
Oh, and he tried to get the timeout. Couldn't quite get there.
Nope.
Nemhard to Turner. He kicks it off to Hallie for the floater. I mean, that floater literally had to go in, and it did.
Still down by 20.
Down by 20, though.
Metro is #1 in the chat standings right now. How is that possible?
All he does is talk.
But still, bro. Still. YouTube should know that he's a pissant, like Jay Lethal.
Well, Berners said it right. He's pumping, dumping, bro. We should just leave his bot up. They'll definitely be #1 for too long.
So true.
And he times his cuts perfectly.
Inferno's #1 also.
How do I get to be #1?
You gotta talk in chat. Dono's help as well. It's smart by YouTube to try to encourage that type shit. Type shit.
And that's a bold statement, and he's got a lot of
Caesar
like
Buffer
that.
in the house. What's good?
Spam the word talk.
Offensive rebounding, working the baseline, diving in from the corner. All of those things
That's on you, Burner.
Can't time out a fellow wrencher.
Almost a lane violation. That was actually an important
Free throw's good there from Caruso Goat.
Indiana already.
Halliburton pulls up the mid. They just won't go away.
Look at that. I'm number 11 already.
Wow. J-Dub, Fader, good. Somebody's got to get Metro out of the top. Metro's #2, LMAO. What a little pissant. Wow, Wiggins with the save. Metro Lethal. That's what he should change his name to.
That's actually got a good ring.
Metro Lethal.
Metro Lethal.
Woo!
Baby. Did I hear that punk right there?
Say anything
about Suns Valley.
His lateral speed is
Bismack says,
the greatest.
hey,
Suns
Nick Sundo
podcast.
Richards, you should slide me a wrench.
Greener.
You just going to ignore Busy B?
I didn't hear that.
That's a tough one for me.
Busy's. I think Busy might be in the clear for a potential wrench. I don't, Busy's never really acted too bad,
Busy's also said I was wrong and talked smack to me in the chat. I definitely put him down. You need to massage my ego.
Metro. You change it on YouTube, you bozo. Metro Lethal.
And another foul against the Pacers. Dylan Williams took a shot. Slow to get up. Turner slow to get up.
Sundo was the goat immediately.
Now off the inbounds, use the speed. You might not.
Well, he just got bumped up.
Just standing in front of him. Get the ball, come back and get it. Now he's shooting 50%, 5 for 10. Still struggling from 3, 1 for 5. But now he's got much more of a rhythm.
Burner Joker could be.
And now with 8:02 remaining, every Indiana foul.
I don't know.
And Metro's down to 3.
Timeout now with Carlisle upset. Indiana in the
Vision's number 1.
The NBA Finals.
Well,
Presented by YouTube
20-point
TV.
deficit
There's
still.
No TV like YouTube.
There is enough time, though. They just need to have a big fourth quarter. Sure that's all you were massaging and stroking, Burner, was egos. Have you finished Claire Obscure yet? Because Blop Blop's a real man with a real man's bank account, okay? I'm lazy. I want a gold medal with a broken frickin' neck. Imagine being able to say that to your wife. He's in scroll mode, Burner. I don't even expect a response,
Just looking at my picture, okay, the one that I posted on Facebook.
He's just
getting
here
some
so he
replies,
doesn't get
okay?
fined.
Looking at the likes and seeing what ladies are like, and I'm sending it to Mrs. Sundo, saying, look,
He's got options.
one wrong move. And
Okay.
one wrong move, and this goes bye-bye.
One wrong move, and Burner's right there to pick you up in a U-Haul. Okay, and drive you to your new mansion on the hill. On God's green earth.
Randy Savage Sundo. Oh my gosh.
That might be important. Oh, that goes too hard.
Oh, yeah, macho man.
Cup of coffee at the pool. Yeah.
Nothing means nothing. Nothing means nothing. Yeah.
Wow, what a
all
picture.
you need to know is that the cream rises to the top.
I mean, this is...
That is a masterpiece.
I feel like that's got to already replace Ultimate Swoldo.
You're the macho man. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Can we get a Stone Cold Sundo?
No, Gabe.
Stone Cold Sundo.
Stone Cold. Not
Stone Cold Sundo. Or that. Okay, if you guys want to make them for me, that's fine. I don't care. I don't want them for me. But since they're both bald, Stone Cold and Kurt Angle would both work. And like somebody said, One Punch Man works.
Challenge unsuccessful.
Yeah, Turner didn't establish legal guarding position. Contact to the head. Challenge unsuccessful.
Let's give some shout out to Rebecca Lobo, our guy Ryan Rucco, my brother Holly Rowe will be on that call for that Liberty game. That's going to be a fun one.
You bet.
You bet.
Take one from your page. Fordham grad
Fordham
Ryan
grad?
Rucco, please.
Look, as a Syracuse grad myself, I understand there's a little bit of rivalry.
Can we change Miss Sundo's name to Miss Elizabeth?
Syracuse School of Broadcasting.
They don't consider
Tell me her middle name's Elizabeth, please.
Not.
I know there's 2 Hall of Famers, both on the distaff side on that broadcast team.
Speaking of Fordham grads, there's TJ Carlissimo doing for
What up, Caesar?
we have Mark Testacher.
Sundo Reigns, our tribal chief. That would go hard too.
Put his team in a 19-point hole.
85-104. Shea working on Shepard.
Holmgren gets free.
Kicks it to Chet. Chet to Dub. Out to Wiggins. Another deep thrizzle. Drizzles it. Wow. Wow. I could be wise man Gabe Heyman. That would be fitting. Michael McEwen is back in the number 1 spot. Where's that pissant Metro Lethal? Toppin. Rebound. Long rebound out to Turner. Hallie. Uh-oh! Matherin saves it. Whoa, wild pass. Toppin. Whoa, wild pass. 10 seconds on the shotty.
Rick Carlisle has done such a fabulous job with these Pacers, but they're in a big hole here in game
Matherin with the pick and roll.
Matherin down the lane.
Scoop lay. No good. Going to the line, though.
Let's watch the prior possession from Oklahoma City. Once he catches empty side, the floor tilts.
Metro wasn't built for this. He's just not built for the limelight.
And you get it to the guy who's
You know, as soon as he got in the front, he got scurred and piss-anted down his leg. All right.
KC team, you never know who's going to have one of those nights. Obviously, you've got their big 3, but so many of the bench players contribute not only on the defensive end, but have scoring nights like Wiggins.
Mike, I learned back in 2002, the Spurs bench destroyed our Nets bench. It was Speedy Claxton. It was Malik Rose. And yes, the Golden State Warriors head coach, Steve Kerr. They were cooking us. That was the difference in that series. That is 1 point in time tied 2-2. Wiggins is one of those players that can have a difference in the series.
Alexander, good pressure.
Yeah, Sundo as Booker T would be great.
That would be stupid because
No, it wouldn't. Because what?
That's just too easy. Let's just turn a black guy to another black guy.
What do you want us to start making you white? You want us to start white facing you?
Macho Man was hilarious. Does that actually make
That was great.
That was ironic.
Yeah.
Make me Vince McMahon, though.
Oh, that won't look. I don't think that's gonna look right, bro. I don't think that'll look right.
You can try it.
Can we make Tory? What's his face?
Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff. Or Tory is Triple H. Tory is such a Triple H, bro. Such a Triple H. Fade away. Good for Matherin.
Double figures for Matherin off the bench.
You guys want to turn me white? What is going on here?
You're the one that wanted to be white-faced.
That's not what I meant. I meant freaking...
Whoa! White Sundo looks crazy!
White Sundo looks like freaking... Ryback, bro.
Woo!
OKC obviously has the
Burner said that's just Triple H on Fent.
No, it's Ryback, bro. Feed me more.
Man.
You mentioned he can fit in any team. It's that balance, and OKC has that balance. That what makes them so difficult to guard, because they got 2 or 3 players on any given night that can just come out of nowhere when you're focused on Shea and Chet and Jay.
Draft again.
No, focused on Shea, and he still has 31. He
Say
also
what?
has 4 steals.
It's a draft again.
I believe July. Is it, guys? Is it July 10th or July 15th or July 25th? So I don't know. Those are the 3 dates I got rattling around. Shea alley-oop to Caruso. Can't get it. No good. Halliburton with the rebound.
Halliburton pushes. Nice feed to Mathurin. Side step layup. Somehow.
Oh!
What a difficult shot for
Wow.
Mathurin.
Shea, back to J-Dub. J-Dub gets it stolen. He looks hurt. He looks hurt. What a pass to Toppin. Toppin, what are you slopping, bro? What are you doing? June 25th? No. Is it really June 25th?
I thought it was the end of this month, and then free agency starts right after, I think. Don't quote me on that. I can't remember which league does it that way.
Yeah, I think it is June
NFL.
25th. I think it is. I think it is. And then Summer League's coming up.
The NFL does free agency first, then the draft, and then the opposite is for the NBA.
TJ McConnell will keep fighting.
McConnell with the crazy pass to Hallie. No way. No way! No way!
17 points now. He's got 12 of them here in the fourth quarter. Richard, if you said it.
No, when does free agency start? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe it starts sooner. I don't know. Ask Tori. He's the GOAT. He knows more than I do. I'm just an idiot. What do I know?
He's Triple H. You know? You know you can imagine Tori saying, I am the game.
I am the game. Which means for the next 2 minutes, I'm going to go back and forth in this ring and say absolutely nothing. And I got a 2-bit hooker for a wife. Man, Stephanie McMahon was a trooper for the amount of.
She's her dad, bro.
She took, bro.
She has the same brain wavelength as her dad. Whatever's good for the business. Ain't gonna take nothing personal.
Well, she didn't say that much because you could tell, because there was some things that she did not want to do, like when her dad tried to make it like that he was the father of her child. Like, no, we're not doing that. Okay, so she obviously had a line.
Yeah. You're right. Sundo Taker.
Sundo Taker would go hard, bro.
It would. Can I be Kane? Oh, that would be sick.
I think we have something, bro.
Yeah, Sundo Taker and Gabe Kane.
Sundo Taker, Sundo Orton. Make Gabe Big E and make me Kevin Owens. Sundo Owens.
Oh shit! The Dudley Bros. Why haven't we done that one first?
Burner, that was crazy. The Mexican man actually put that on TV and did that. Had Kane in a casket.
Jeff Hardy's still in the game, right? Ain't he still trying to wrestle?
TNA.
Yeah. Imagine, bro. Imagine being that many years in the game, still taking bumps. Oh shit, Gabe Dust. That'd be crazy.
Game 6 performance. Why were you so good in Game 7? He's like, because I'm nice. That was his response to us, and he's proven it. And then obviously Shea, the MVP, doing MVP things out here and setting the tone for this young OKC team.
Well, they know what a big three's like here in OKC. Back in 2012, Westbrook, Durant, and Harden. All three of those guys are in the top 20 scoring all time in NBA history. And they've got quite the big three right now. A 17-point lead. Johnny
J-Dub back to Gilgeous. SGA to the rack and one. That should probably seal it, right?
Another 33-point gem for Shea
Shea gets the step, that explosive burst initially. And again, to me, that too is about balance. I mean,
you know, with the culture shift, Sundo, since your boy JD Vance became president, since the whole culture shift, I think it's the perfect time for wrestling to go back to the Attitude Era. It would work again. You could get away with it nowadays. You could. You could do it now. You got 3.5 years to do it.
There's no wrestler right now with the personality to go back to the
If you allowed them to act like that, I bet you they would. Caruso for 3. Damn.
They're just not letting them come back.
Nope. Damn, McConnell with the lay.
I go back to the gentleman's sweep argument here.
It can't be so easy for Shea. And this happened in game 1, and it's happened in game 2.
You know the next 2 games are in Indiana, right? You do know that.
That matters to me. OKC is clearly the more physical team.
It's true. It's damn true. They are. You know? I think the Pacers could win this with a broken frickin' neck, though. He totally drew that foul flop style.
But again, a 19-point lead with 2:42 remaining. Well, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren had quiet games for them in game 1, and both right from the start. Much more aggressive, attacking. Terrific game, both ends of the floor.
White Sundo is really freaking me out, bro. You look like a straight-up KKK MAGA hat wearing
It looks like OKC is going to even this up.
Caitlin Clark fan.
Caitlin Clark.
Look at this.
Well, coming up after the game concludes, flip over to ESPN for Sports Center. There he is, Scott Van Pelt.
You look like not my president back in 2012 looking ass. Show me your birth certificate looking ass.
Not my president.
Sundo Taker looks, but damn it, it doesn't look as much like Sundo in the face. But damn. Damn, Sundo Taker is dope. Wow.
Honestly, it looks like Fat Booker T.
I will say this, I am very conservative, but when Mark Gatineau says,
tell me he didn't say that.
I believe him.
Tell me he did not just say that.
Because he has belief in the crew that's on that floor to finish it out the right way.
Vision said White Sundo looks like he tells minorities to speak American.
Dang right, bro. I ain't trying to have no customer service person.
With your ching chang chong talk. Can't understand you.
Go back to your country.
White power.
Go home to that crowd.
Don't let the media teach you how to think and feel.
Don't let the liberal media
tell you.
Hold on. If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
In his 16th year, his 3rd year with Indiana, 10 NBA
Don't
teams.
let the liberal media try to tell you how to think and feel. You have hate in your heart, you let that hate out.
Tougher guys in this league He's what you call.
If you don't like Will and Grace, it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you.
You don't need the
It means there's something wrong with Will.
Something wrong with Will.
He's voted number 1 in the player poll. Toughest guy, the player at least liked the fight.
He's a homosexual.
It's
a very part of the whole thing. It's just Chappelle show is crazy.
Luke Dort as well. The two defensive demons.
Condoleezza Rice. Condoleezza Rice sounds like a Mexican dish. I say we put her on a plate and send her to Mexico and see if they'll eat her.
Tyrese Halliburton was sensational.
Oh,
Colin Powell. Shepard, no good.
AJ Mitchell, who is going to be quite the
Colin Powell. Condoleezza Rice. Oh my gosh, man, bro.
hard to get minutes with all these players.
That's passed down to the other J-Dub. No good.
Just keeping a straight face.
And here in attendance, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
Oh, man, I want to see like a American Badass version of Sundo Taker.
Hanging out with Casey Wasserman over there. Just, look, I bet you Adam Silver's got some pretty cool friends, I bet you.
Just like to see his Rolodex.
Condoleezza Rice. It really does sound like a Mexican dish. I mean, what the hell are we doing?
Matherin shot won't go.
Matherin no good.
That is the woman holding a spot on the NCAA College Football Committee. Condoleezza Rice, sir.
She's on it?
Wow.
OKC Thunder all got Rolexes from Shea, but they don't know what a Rolodex is.
I remember that was like one of the ideas that she was going to be on. I don't know if she's still on it or not, but I know she was on it in the beginning.
Kick out to Shepard for 3, and it's good.
That's much better. I'm trying. Mike, I've been so proud of you, man. It's been really impressive to watch your growth.
Mitchell here in the front as we approach a minute remaining.
Shepard. Over here on your boy Joe. It's going to Joe.
First 2 games, this has a chance to be some series.
As
Johnson fouls Mitchell. So much made before the series about it. You love basketball, great team basketball at both ends of the floor.
So Indiana still has the advantage here. You do realize that they stole home court advantage. They have home court advantage now.
To look like a super team here coming up. If Chet gets better next year, if
don't care.
Dub gets better next year, this team is going to look like.
Still think it's going to be OKC in 4?
Like San Antonio Spurs.
I mean 5.
Years ago. Golden State. This team has a chance
maybe
to
6.
go on a very long run.
OKC in 5.
Wow.
The series is going to be 1-1 as we head
McConnell,
to
fade, good.
Any kind of playoff series.
Wow.
Each game takes on its own life. And now it'll be interesting to
We'll go back to Indiana. We'll see what happens.
OKC blowing a big fourth-quarter lead in game 1, but as usual, their response.
But the last game was they blew a lead. This time they held it, and they did it both. They've done it being the same way both times, right? Like physical. Yeah. They actually hitting their shots in the fourth. That's why I'm basing it on. I feel like that win by Indiana was a fluke because they just OKC went cold and they kind of got some breaks. OKC decided that they were putting the foot on the gas this entire game and was not letting go.
Burner White says White Sundo looks like he has courses for being an alpha male. He does. He looks like an alpha male coach, part of the manosphere. Manosphere Sundo. He's going to teach you guys how to become high-value males. Okay?
I don't think that's really. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm looking at. I know some of those red pill careers. I've noticed that a lot of them are black guys. Hey,
like your boy Andrew Tate.
No, like the other dudes, like the No Fugazi podcast guy. Fresh and Fit.
Your boy Myron. What is it? Myron Gaines, Sundo Gaines. Which sounds like the picture of you that we originally have on there, the really swole one.
Facts, bro.
Well,
I'm out of here, bro.
He's out of here, folks. He's
Bedtime.
out of here. He's got nothing for you.
9:30. I really don't. Man.
He doesn't want to make a video.
Keep the AI for you got it.
Because he doesn't care about you.
I care about them.
He doesn't care about pissant lethal
things.
Mr. T Sundo, he'll get mad about that. You know.
At least that's the right attitude to have right there.
He's just trying to suck up to get up the leaderboards and get a wrench. I see what you're doing, Nightly. He's got another. He says, "Hold on." He's got another Undertaker, a Sundo taker. High value male Sundo. Okay. You got anything you want to teach these people about becoming high value males?
I have no idea.
Oh my God, the Stone Cold Sundo goes hard. Wow.
Yeah, but it looks too white.
Too white?
They took the white version of Sundo, or they took the white version of Sundo and then just made them.
I don't know. It's pretty light skin. I still see. That's not as white. The only thing missing, if you could add into it, is the black knee braces. You want lighter skin? You want to be revoice vitiligoed?
No, I want to be dark as.
So you want to be darker.
Anyway, going to bed.
Later.
You got it.
There he is, everyone.
I'll text you in a minute.
All right.
So
there he goes. Let's pop Ultimate Swoldo back up. Past the camera. Whoops. Bang. What an original. What an original. Uncle Ruckus Sundo. Ooh, if only he was still here for that. If only he was still here for that. Sundo 316 says, I'm going to bed. Sundo 316 says, I just went to bed. Okay? You sit here and you want to talk about your John 316. Well, Sundo 316 says, I just went to sleep. Oh, boy. That's hilarious, Vision. Well, everybody, it was a fun stream. I mean, it would have been more fun if this was a closer game, but it happens. I really think the Pacers just felt like, look, I watched the Pacers do this with the Knicks too. It's like, well, we've done what we had to do. We stole home court advantage, and then they let up a little bit and get the doors blown off a little bit, but they'll come right back to it. You know, they'll come right back, and I think this series is going 7, and I think I could see OKC winning it, but I mean, I definitely could see them winning it, but I could see both teams pulling something off that it's just surprising. But I don't know if you guys have noticed the views are through the roof for this final series. Everybody thought it wouldn't be that way, but there's some heavily watched games because it's the best basketball you've seen in years. That would be sick, Burner. Well, when's the next game? Let me take a look-ski. Next game of this series is the 11th. So today's Sunday, so Monday is the 9th, Tuesday. Damn, they're really giving us, I guess it's because they're traveling. They're going to give him an extra day for travel. That makes sense. That's dope, Alex. You got to get some video of that. I mean, Michael, I think they achieved what they needed to achieve. Steal home court advantage from the Thunder. They did it. So I don't think they're going to be very affected by this L. Even though it looks like a big L, they can bounce back from this. Yeah, we will. You said one more, last one, Sundo AI photo. Let's take a look. Come on. Ooh, I like that one better. I like that one better. That is clean. Why does the you gotta love it when AI messes up the like words. It says Aust, yeah, instead of Austin. That is sick. I wish I was Sundo. We'll see you guys Wednesday, I suppose. Is this game really a Wednesday? Let me look at the calendar. Yep, Wednesday. Couple of days off. Thank you for hanging out. I'm not sick anymore. I really am going to try to make a video tonight. Be looking out for that. I'll post it in the Discord. If you need to get into our Discord, DM me on Twitter or DM me on Discord at Vaughn0303. See you guys in a few days. Until then, Pacers lose. Pacers lose.